Alright, so the camera angle on this one may be a little odd. I have my camera set up. It's on a stand, but it's a little messed up. I don't know if the lighting is perfect of any sort. I'm trying to see how it works or anything like that, but I'll have it right here, sitting down. Alright, here we go. This actually holds a game station, which is a Nintendo 64, as you guys can see. Beautiful Nintendo 64. It still works and everything. I just gotta clean the insides. I gotta open it up and clean it a little bit. I know how to take things apart and clean it. I can pretty much fix almost every system, depending on what the situation is, because I learned so much about it. But, quick fixes, well, I can't fix it if I need parts, because obviously they don't make parts for this anymore. But it's see-through. I don't know if you can see it well, but it is a see-through. It's one of the see-through ones, which is really cool. I didn't really get a lot of Nintendo 64 games. I rented a lot. There's this place called Hollywood Video where I lived. It was actually a competitor of Blockbuster, but it went away obviously when Netflix and all that stuff started killing the industry, which is terribly sad, because you could just go to like your local Hollywood Video or Blockbuster and you'll just like rent a random movie or anything like that, pretty much anything you wanted, which is, I actually, because of Blockbuster, I actually got into MMA and stuff like that, which I still am now, but I'm not as heavy into it as I am now. Right here, I got a box within a box. Isn't that weird? All right, hold on, let me put back this Nintendo 64. I put it in here because hopefully it doesn't collect dust, and the wires will be perfectly fine, even though I'm putting it in really bad right now. It is in there wrong and not the right way. It's upside down, which I don't want it to be. There you go. I have replacement wires. I used to have two of these, because one of them was my uncle's, I believe, and I took his wires because he never played it. But, so if the wires get messed up, I can replace them, so it's all good. That's considered old school, like, gaming for us. That was, for, well, people who are around my age, which is around the would probably be around the 18 to 21, 24 range, I guess you could. People who are like from 18 to 30 range, since I'm pretty at the end of the whole thing, spectrum of age stuff. But this is for my Game Boy Advance, which I loved. I loved my Game Boy Advance. You know, you put actual game. Actually, there's one game in here, Namco Museum, which holds a shitload of games, I believe. And it was really good. There's this one Pac-Man game in there that is amazing. I don't know what it's called. It's a specific Pac-Man game. But Game Boy Advance, if you guys never seen it before, Game Boy Advance, Pokemon, Silver, Sapphire, and stuff like that. I didn't own any of those. Because like I said before in my recordings, that I've never owned I never owned those Pokemon games, because that's when I stopped. That's when I was heavily into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I stopped watching Pokemon and stuff like that. So it's just a Game Boy thing. Zip up. It just zips up. Just put your Game Boy Advance in there. Zip up. Zips random stuff for cords or cards or money or whatever you want in there. There doesn't seem to. Or cell phone. As you can tell how awkward the cell phone thing is shaped. It, obviously, cell phones were longer back when. Cell phones kind of were introduced in the late 90s, right? It's really amazing how far they've come. Now this is actually a book. Technology System. I don't know if this is a college book or anything like that, but it's a book. I took it. I've read it. I've read some things interesting within it. It's about engineering and shit. I wanted to be, like, I don't know, an engineer or something like that. I wanted to be a lot of things with my life, but I can't make a decision. Alright, now, I can't pick up what's in here, because it's a big duffel bag within a bag. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to take it out. And we got this big duffel bag. What is it filled with? This is Xbox, the original Xbox, basically power cables. No, these are the AVI adapters. Is that what it's called? The splitters. They're the things that make you see the video. I get thing. Actually, this is a really fun game for the Xbox. I got it for my birthday, and the day I got this on my birthday, someone actually crashed into one of my my family's car. And ended up breaking someone's arm and stuff like that. It was crazy, and I was just busy playing this. I didn't even know what happened. I heard the noise. It was scary as shit. If you ever heard a car crash from you, or if you ever been in one, you know the breaking of the metal and stuff like that is pretty terrifying. And that's why I keep it, just to remember that on my birthday. I remember it was my 13th birthday. But yeah, I have a whole bunch of Genesis games. Pac-Man? This Pac-Man game. I don't know if you can see it right. It's called Pac-Man 2, The New Adventure. You have a slingshot, and basically you have to have Pac-Man do random shit. Like in the beginning, his wife kicks him out of the house. It's like, you can't get back in unless you bring milk for the baby. Or something like that. And you're like, alright, whatever. And you can shoot Pac-Man in the face with a slingshot to make him do things. Or like if he's going to walk into something, it's pretty much like a point-and-click adventure. Except you have a slingshot, and sometimes if you click something, he won't listen to you. And if you shoot him too much to stop him, he'll get pissed at you, and he won't look at you. And he'll, like, stick out his tongue at you, wipe his ass, and do all this weird shit. I could actually do, like, a playthrough of it on the computer if I get a Genesis emulator. But the Genesis was my, basically, Nintendo when I was younger. My Nintendo Entertainment System, if you could explain it for other people. This game is actually really good. Toy Story is hard. It's hard. I can play this for you guys. It's fucking hard. It's ridiculously how hard this game was. As for the 6-packs. This is awesome. This held Sonic the Hedgehog, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Revenge of the Shinobi, Columns, and Super Hang-On. I never played Columns, Super Hang-On. I played Revenge of the Shinobi, and Shinobi is fucking hard. Streets of Rage is fun, and Golden Axe, which is amazing. I'm actually do that with my friend. You get to ride on fucking dinosaurs and fight shit. It's awesome. And Sonic the Hedgehog. I never really liked Sonic to begin with because he was fucking annoying, but whatever. Sonic 3D's Blast. My mom thought I liked Sonic. The reason why the coloring is all distorted because, like I said before, my room went underwater in one of my videos. I don't think I've told you this, but my room was flooded and a lot of my shit was broken. But this, actually, these cartridges actually worked. I'm pretty sure I cleaned them. This is my, I believe, the Game Boy. The literal Game Boy handbook. The original Game Boy Color, I believe. I'm not sure. Here, I'll open it. See if I'll look. I don't see any game pack. Yep, this is for the original Game Boy. I still have it. I still have my original Game Boy, which I'll show you. I have its own special holder I got for it. It's a Pokemon holder. You got Sonic Classics. Includes 3 great Sonic games. I played them all. Don't really fucking like Sonic, so it really didn't matter. This is actually for Xbox 360, which I'll get on a fucking rant. I'll go on a rant for the Xbox 360. One video will be for each of my systems, telling you why I like them, and a fucking rant on the 360. More 360 wires. Primal Rage is kind of weird. Primal Rage, you fight with dinosaurs, big-ass monsters, and stuff like that, and behind you, there's like people fighting, like villages. Like, villages have a specific monster that, what do you call it? That sponsors them, and they fight with the monster. So if a monster hits one of the other villages, the village that took damage, like some of the people die because the monster hit one of their monsters, and basically the little villagers. There's like 2 fights going on at once. So, Miss Pac-Man. I love Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man is probably one of the coolest fucking games I've ever played, and she fucking runs in the game. You can actually have a run, and she has so many babies in the game. At the end of the game, Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man have shit little babies. It's awesome. One of the first games I ever beat. I've always been in love with Pac-Man. Oh, The Lion King. Now, this game is hard, because there are no save states. You basically gotta one-shot this game. Lion King's really hard. I love the movie. It was my favorite movie of all time. Made me cry when I was younger. But, whatever. Whatever. If you don't know what these are... Oh, hold on. Pro-Am. Championship Pro-Am. This is really fun. It's actually a copy of some other old game. Pretty much monster trucks and you drive. Nothing really special about that, but it's pretty decent. You know what these are? These actually hold your Game Boy Advance games. And, yeah. And it goes with that pack that I had here. It comes with this. And I can actually slide them in here. And they work perfectly. Here, let's see. You take this. There's a little thing in there. You slide it in, and it's locked in, and it shouldn't get dirty at all once you got gunky, sticky shit inside of it. But that's pretty helpful to keep your stuff safe if you have kids who don't know what the fuck they're doing and throwing shit, licking shit, rubbing their dick on things, like whatever. Jurassic Park. I've played this game. Hardest game I've ever played. Stupidest game, but you could kill a fucking T-Rex pretty much. It's awesome. It's Jurassic Park game. It starts out you gotta fucking fight velociraptors and shit. It's awesome. It's all darts and stuff. I actually might play this game just to go back. It might be a bit of nostalgia, but I've never I don't think I've beaten it, even though I just said I've beaten it. But it's one of the games I was really addicted to when I was younger. And that appears to be it. Everything else is just instruction bullets. The Pirates of the Caribbean. Now this is this is not like a straight to movie kind of game. I believe it came out before the movie, but it has the insignia of Pirates of the Caribbean, made by Bethesda. Bethesda makes good ass games. I'm just gonna say that. I believe this game was good. It was hard, but it was good. I remember spending hours upon hours on this game. There's just immense big world, just doing missions. It's like the Elder Scrolls series, but with pirates and less armor and shit like that. Just you get awesome fucking dungeons, undead creatures. It is awesome. You can fuck everyone up. You can be an asshole. You can take over towns. Duel Masters. I actually like Duel Masters. I actually won a couple tournaments of Duel Masters because I was so good at it. Usually when I start card games, I usually get really hardcore into it and learn strategies. And I don't know. I was better than everyone else. Let's just say that. And this is probably one of my all-time favorite games. Dragon Ball Z, The Legacy of Goku. Great game. Even though I see it has shit stuff, it's basically an RPG. It's awesome. If you ever played any of The Legacy of Goku, or anything along the lines of this, you know it's a good game. So that's it for... Wait, nope. I'm actually probably going to stop the video. This is just going to be the video game section, and now I'm going to show you another system which is in here, which I could see my Dreamcast. So I'm going to pull that out and start a new video since it's already 12 minutes long.